Have you got kitchen countertops that are worn out and you need a renovation? Why not try SurfacePro Countertop Epoxy, and you can restore and rejuvenate existing countertops and make them look like real marble or real granite or soapstone or concrete or whatever look you want. You can do it with SurfacePro Countertop Epoxy. It's so easy. It's DIY friendly, and it's available now at our website at surfacepro.com.au, which you can visit at any time. Take a look at what we've done. We're going to show you in this video how we created this beautiful silver grey and white with blue highlights marble effect. We also used the Montana spray, the marble effect in the black, which went over the top, which just actually lifted it and created this beautiful marble look. Stick with us, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. So this is the Montana Colors Australia hardcore black spray. We find it works so well in our epoxy. Love it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a little bit into here just to make it a bit of a grey colour. So not a lot. Just a touch, might need a little bit more. Look, you can always add more, but if you put too much in it, you can't take it out. Okay, that's a very light dove grey colour, I guess you would call it, which is very nice. Very nice. And I'm going to pour that out as well. Again, I'm just going to put it down in certain areas, just at random. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is get my stick. Actually, I'm not going to get my stick. I'm going to get my paintbrush. I've got a brand new paintbrush here. So with the new paintbrush, what I'll do is I'll just melt it in, just backwards and forwards, and just by blending it slightly. I don't want to totally mix it up, but just a little bit, blend it a little bit. So I'm not particularly worried at this stage how this is looking. It's just early days. You don't judge it really early on because it's just, it looks a bit of a mess, and it doesn't matter because look, you just got to wait and it'll always come out for you really well. Epoxy, working with our colors, with the epoxy and our colors, the spray paints, the pearlescent pastes and the pigment powders, they just take a little bit of time to do their thing, and they will create awesome effects for you. But so don't be too quick to judge a piece that you're working on. So many times I've even done that. I thought, oh, this is not looking really quite what I was hoping it to do, and then all of a sudden it just molds and melds and makes fantastic results. Okay, so I've got the Avatar Blue spray paint, beautiful blue. And I'm just going to give it a bit of a light spray. Just, that's all I want for the moment, just a little bit. And also I have the black, and also just a touch like that. You can always add more, but you know, you can't take it away. So then I'm going to get my stick, And I'm just going to work this in a little bit, and like so. I'm just keeping the sort of the veins running down the piece, slightly off to the side. Okay, that's nice. That's very nice. I'm liking that. Okay. So you notice I actually haven't used my torch to pop any bubbles. There's not a lot of bubbles anyway, so I can see that. There's a couple, no big deal. I don't particularly want to heat up the surface of the epoxy at this stage and have it a little bit more runny. I like the way it's sitting, so I'm going to leave that for a while. So I can always come back later on and give it a torch and take out any of the bubbles that need to be popped. What I'm going to do now is I've got the aluminium spray paint, Montana Colors aluminium, and I'm going to go over the top, and then I'm going to hit it with isopropyl alcohol just to fracture it. And here's the isopropyl, and this trigger could work a little bit better than what it is, but I'll have to get that sorted. It's starting to not be as responsive as I would like. It's still coming out fine. And what I intend to do also is just use my hand . Okay, so I've just used the clear isopropyl alcohol. This is, it's either 99% isopropyl alcohol or it's 100, I forget, but it's one or the other here in Australia. Okay, so I've got it out, I've sprayed it finely over the top, and also I've sprayed it into my hands and dropped it down for large droplets. So I've got a combination of fine and larger effects where it's opening up. So I'm going to leave this for about 2 to 5 minutes just to see how we go, and we're going to come back to you and see what it's like. So I'm going to use some more spray paint, the black, just to give it a bit more depth of colour here. Okay, not a lot with the black. And what I've got one of my stir sticks, and oh, the black's actually fracturing up nicely because the isopropyl alcohol is already down. But I'm just going to just fracture this a little bit over the black. That has a very nice effect. That has a very nice effect when you dab down with a stir stick, a decent sized stir stick like this. Whoop, drop that in there. I shouldn't have dropped that in there. Oh, dropped it again. It's grabbing it. Okay, I've got to hold on to it. Okay. Looking very nice. I really like that effect. It just looks like the marble has been fractured and shattered under pressure deep down, and it looks really good. I like that. I like that effect. Okay, so I'll pop that to the side there. Okay, just get something to wipe my hands. So next I'm going to probably hit it with some more isopropyl alcohol, but I've got our mica powder in it, the Sapphire Sparkle Blue. It's just, look at this, Sapphire Sparkle. You can buy this from our website at surfacepro.com.au in the powder form, obviously, for the mica powder, but we've actually put it into, and I hope you can see the luster. Check out the luster in that. That's just beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to put that over the top. And what that'll do, the isopropyl alcohol, of course, will evaporate away and just leave the Sapphire Sparkle mica sitting there. Yeah. Okay. Now, I'm still really like that idea of fracturing this piece again, and I'm going to give it another, not everywhere, but just in areas with my stir stick. That is looking beautiful. I really like that. I love that. The blue, the blue spray paint we put down. That is gorgeous. We're really liking how it's coming out and how it's turning out. We're noticing that from underneath, the snow white that we originally laid down randomly, it's sort of like coming through in spots, which looks fantastic. We're going to take advantage of that by just using, I'm just going to cut down stir stick, and I'm just going to drag it through and just sort of part the epoxy and try to reveal that white underneath. Then I think what I'll do is I'll get our heat gun and open them up a little bit more. Okay, yep. Okay, so now I'm going to give it a little torch and pop any bubbles and just move it around a little bit. So after a light torching, we're just going to hit it with a little bit of black mica in the isopropyl, just to give it another layer. Yeah, I like that. That's good. That's fracturing nicely. Okay. So now we'll just give it a hit it with a heat gun. Just get it up to temperature. So I'm just using the heat gun now, as you can see, at least I hope you can see, just to open up some areas. It's been now, the epoxy's been mixed for about 40 minutes, it's still workable, and I'm able to move it and open up some areas of white, which I want to do. There's also the blue, the Avatar blue, which is beautiful blue, which is there. But I want to bring more of that white out. And there you go. The heat gun. Okay, so for our final step, we always had it in mind to use the Montana Colors marble effect in the silver, because it was a predominantly silver based, white and black and silver, but mainly a lot of the silver coming through, and we thought the silver would work very well, but we've changed our minds. We've actually got the black marble effect. It's like silly string. Fabulous stuff. So I'm just gonna, so really you need to just to allow it, just spray it top, let it drop and see its initial effects, how it works. So this is really, we're done here. This looks fantastic. We're very, very happy with it. It's turned out beautifully. I think the folk that we're going to be showing this to, they wanted silver and white, and they wanted the accent of that blue, which we're using this Avatar blue and the spray paint from Montana Colors. But when you think about it, all we used our Snow White in the base. We used clear in the base, and then the Snow White in a little bit of the clear over the top, and then we use only 4 colors. I use 4 of the Montana Colors spray paint. I use the this one here, which is the, just rain snap again. It's the Avatar blue. So it's the Avatar blue, the aluminium, and the black. And then the only other color that we used, of course, at the very end, was the marble effect in the black, which just looks fantastic. So those 3 colors there, and then with the isopropyl alcohol, we have the Sapphire Sparkle blue mixed in with the isopropyl alcohol, and the Midnight mixed in with the isopropyl alcohol. So really a few colors, but a beautiful result. We're very, very happy with it. So yeah, thanks for watching.